Dear Amazon seller, hey, this is Samantha Many. I am doing a video on one of the news announcements that was recently announced from Amazon regarding removal of irrelevant variation themes. It was originally supposed to start on September 2nd. The announcement actually happened on August 19th of 2025, but they ended up re-announcing that it's going to be throughout Q4. So the new dates to keep in mind are between September 2nd and November 30th. So that's the target timeline we're looking at. My recommendation is to actually do it soon. I would do it before Q4. The reason I say that is because if you are a brand with a product type whose variation is going to be impacted, you don't want to be making huge listing changes Q4, especially in the algorithm. Before we even get into, huge holiday times and huge holiday sales with traffic, say like and marketing dollars behind it, we want to be sure that our listings are prime and prepped for that's Amazon flywheel. So keep in mind these dates. I'm going to jump on it now. So this video, I'm going to show you how to manually check if your listings are going to be impacted by this variation review. A couple of things I want to talk about is the why behind why Amazon might be making this change. There's a couple different theories out there. One is they're just trying to clean up. They're just trying to clean up their inputs for their algorithms and their AI, for their database, for their users. But another one I think is super relevant is due to conversion. Amazon is such a beautiful just ecosystem and such a great example of how to convert a customer in platform. And I'm assuming, I don't want to assume, but my theory is that this update is actually due to conversion rate optimization. They're trying to eliminate themes that don't convert for their users. So that's another theory behind the madness. I just got off the phone with Amazon seller support. I usually have very good conversations with Amazon seller support. It's really hard to get them on the phone these days, but I actually really enjoy getting inside knowledge on some of these updates. So I had about a 2-hour conversation with the catalog team. And what we did is I shared them this news article and we reviewed it top to bottom. And I was able to identify kind of a roadmap and a how-to manual for how to check brand owners or small business owners' listings. So I'm going to go through that manual process with you right now. Before we get started, this document this news announcement I'm going to share in the comments below so you have access to it. And then the second piece to this doc is you're going to want to download this very last line. To view the complete list of variation themes we're removing, go to variation themes plan for removal. So this is a downloadable document. And what is so valid and important in this document is the variables that Amazon is using for inputs. So for example, here's the document. So this is the downloaded document. You can see it. What I mean by that is when you're having a conversation with seller support or a client, you want to be sure you're talking the same language. And the key here is Amazon is identifying removals based off of product type. So that is right here. It's in column B. The problem and the hurdle with product type is it is not visible in the back end of Seller Central. So if you are in Seller Central daily, if you are in the back end of Seller Central, it's not available to see. I used to manage a brand, and this was recently. I managed a brand, and for some reason, Amazon would constantly change our product type. And it's really hard to manage because, like I said, it's not available in the back end. So you have to call or contact seller support to find out what what product type your ASIN is. I just got off the phone with seller support, and they had to identify what my product type was. They let me know that my product type is in sporting goods. So I'm a small business owner. I sell softball pitching tools on the Amazon marketplace. So my product type is in sporting goods. And to check if sporting goods is going to be impacted by this planned theme removal, I'm going to have to just scroll through this document and see if sporting goods is on it. So I'm just going to do that real quick just to, go through the decision tree here. Okay, so you have sporting helmet, sporting goal. Yeah, so sporting goods is not on here. So I'm super grateful that I don't have to change my variation theme for my products. Another thing to comment on this specific document that Amazon provided, and this was confirmed by seller support, so column B, these product types are the product types that are impacted by the removal, but column C is the theme that Amazon now supports. So, for example, if you're a 3D printer product type, you're going to need to update your new theme to one of these. And you might be asking yourself, well, I don't know what theme I'm currently in. There's a couple different ways to look at that as well. You can do it on the front end of Seller Central. For example, here's my product listing, and right here I can see my product variation is in size and style name. So you can do that on your listing as well. You can see this as well in the back end. Let me just pull up. So you can see this in the back end if you go to edit listing. And then variations, you can see that those are the two boxes that are checked, style and size. So that's another way to cross-reference it. All right, so let's go back to just in general. So one, you have to identify your product type. You got to contact seller support. I have my conversation with how I got through to get on the phone with seller support recently. So I grabbed a couple of screenshots. You can copy and paste this entire message. The only thing you'll probably want to change here is the parent and child variation that you're referring to for the conversation. So just keep that in mind here. If you have an enormous catalog, so I'm a small business owner, I only have a couple of SKUs, but if you have an enormous catalog and you need to do this quickly, I highly recommend using a third-party software that gives you the ability to tap into the API to check this. I actually stumbled upon this, and this is a plug for this company and this brand, because I think this software is so awesome. And honestly, I have wished that I had found this sooner, because this would have been a total time and game changer for my team. So I found this company called Implicit, and they offer an API-based Amazon catalog manager, and it's called FlatFilePro. You can link this into your Seller Central account. They give you this awesome dashboard, and you can see if your listing variations are impacted by the update. It'll just say yes or no. So that would be such a quick and fast, easy way to execute this specific project before Q4. And I don't work here. I don't work for this company at all. I mean, I might want to. I think I'm going to apply, and I hope that this helps me get my foot in the door. But what an awesome tool. to check out and try out. They actually have a 7-day free, actually, I think it's let's see. So here it is. If you're on their website, FlatFilePro, I believe it's a 2-week trial. So you could really, you could do that free trial for a couple of weeks and just see how you go, and I think that could be like a really good resource to tackle this huge project. And then, when Q1 comes around and Amazon makes variation updates or catalog changes again, then this could be another good resource that we can use. But long story short, this is a great resource for making large updates or trying to navigate this big problem quickly. I hope this was helpful. I'm going to be sharing the resources down below. I can also share, that seller support call that I had, just if you want to try to get through the mess and just get on the phone with somebody. That's a really good resource as well. If you want help with this project, I'm happy to help. As being a small business owner, I take a lot of pride in helping other companies get through some of these hurdles. So I'm happy to help in any way that I can. Just drop me a DM or send me a message in the comments below, and let's connect. I think this would be a really fun project to support anybody with. So I hope this was helpful, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much.